Enzo Recto, kalaban ang katiwalian at kasinungalingan, kakampi sa katotohanan at kabutihan.
Nagkaroon ng pagbabago sa liderato diyan sa Senado, 'di ba? Recently, napalitan yung Senate President, pero meron tinatawag na Solid 7 at kasama po kayo doon, no? Ito po yung mga bumoto not to remove Senate President Juan Miguel Zubiri. Gaano ba ka-solid itong Solid 7? 7 pa rin ba kayo?
Ay oo, until now nananatiling matatag, no? Kasi alam mo Christian, hindi lang naman ito ngayon eh. Nagsimula yung grupo namin as seatmates, kung yung maalala, noong nagkasama-sama kami lahat since 2016, no? Nung pumasok sila Mig Zubiri, Sunny Angara, tsaka si Sherwin Gatchalian, tas kami ni Joel Villanueva, kami ni nabuo kami, no? Kasi parang same age kami halos, no? So yun yung unang seatmates. Tapos later on nadagdag na si Senator Nancy Binay, tapos Senator Grace po, and then Senator Lawrence. So 7 kami. 8 kami actually, no? Pero ang naiwan ngayon 7, no? Solid 7 na lang na tinatawag. Pero I just want to be clear, Christian, no, that sa Senado ngayon, we're an independent bloc at this moment. So pinag-iisipan pa namin itong we have the whole break to think about our direction, our plans. So siguro either we go on as an independent bloc or possibly join the minority. Yung iba sa amin kasi parang interesadong mag-minority. Pero lahat naman yan, we have almost 2 months to think about it. So let the emotions die down, no? Para makapag-isip kami ng tama't maayos. Pero one thing is for sure, na kami po ay pro-development. Siguro magiging mas flexible kami, Christian, pag may nakikita kang magandang programa ang administrasyong Marcos, then we will support, no? Pero kung may nakikita kaming mga mali at hindi magandang nangyayari, kailangan natin punahin. So yan ang nakikita naming mas flexible kami siguro kung kami magiging independent bloc.
Sa pagtaya nyo, doon sa 7, ilan doon yung kinoconsider na sumama sa minority?
Well, as of now, 3 pa lang naman yung nag-signify, parang interested, no? Senator Joel Villanueva, our former majority leader, ako rin po, at si Senator Nancy Binay. Kasi kami ni Senator Nancy Binay, Christian, mula nung napasok kami sa Senado 2013, minority na kami. So, sanay kami sa minority. Ngayon lang nga kami nakatikim ng naging talagang majority at nasa leadership. Naudlot pa. Kaya parang pinag-iisipan namin. Pero no? We will let our, sabi ko nga, humupa yung mga emotion muna and we have a long time, no? Hanggang July 25 pa yata, if I'm not mistaken, to think about it.
Mm-hmm. Pero yung dito, yung dahilan, pag-usapan natin, no? Kasi kudita naman talaga yung nangyari dyan, di ba? So may mga nagtatanong dati dito sa programa. Hindi naman daw tinanggal si Senator Zubiri as SP. Nag-resign siya. Pinaliwanag ko na, usually, that's the last, yun ang pinakahuli. Talaga magre-resign ka once you know that you don't have the numbers anymore, no? Ano ba talaga yung dahilan? Kasi lumalabas yung video yung sagutan nila ni Senator Bong Revilla. So lumalabas, natanggal siya dahil sa paa. Tama ba? Is that true?
Well, napakababaw naman kung yun ang dahilan, no? Para sa isang issue ng paa, masipa kami ng paa na yon, no? So, sa akin lang, Christian, kasi iba-iba yung sagot, no? Iba-iba yung after the ko. Ayoko na sana pag-usapan. I don't wanna cry over spilled milk and we want to move on. Pero, yun lang, I will maintain my position na wala naman kasi talagang compelling reason for a leadership change. Wala namang issue ng corruption, any scandal that rocked the leadership of Senator Zubiri. And sa tingin naman namin, yung Solid 7 o yung seatmates block noon, yan yung workhorse ng Senado, Christian, not to pat ourselves on the back. Pero kung titignan nyo po yung mga legislation, I think more than 50% of the legislation or even more na pumasa ngayon, lalo yung mga priority measures, are products, kung hindi man sponsored, authored, no, ng grupo po namin. So, yun po, siguro, probably can leave it at that, na I would maintain my position na hindi sana nangyari. Kaya lang, nandiyan na po We just have to take it a grain of salt. We have to move on. Nagpasya na po ang mayorya kung ano man ang rason nila. Then we just have to move on. And I'm solid 7 right now. We will think about our direction, no, during the break.
Pero how big a factor was that? Yung sagutan nila ni Senator Bong Revilla? In the scheme of things.
Well, siguro baka ginamit lang 'yon, no, para pagpainit ng issue, pero I think ano lang naman 'yun, kasi sinabi ni Senator Zubiri, ni Senate President Zubiri, that even Miriam Defensor Santiago, when she was undergoing chemotherapy, nung siya po'y may cancer, she was marked absent. Kumbaga by the book, no? Yun yung inaano niya, rules-based, no, at that time. Kasi baka maging bad president, no? Kasi yung iba gumagawa na that time ng letter na kung pwedeng mag-online kasi masama ang pakiramdam. Parang yun yung nasa isip naman ni SP Zubiri at that time, na it will be a bad president, no? Na baka magtuloy-tuloy na ang lahat ay mag-online na lang.
Okay. May pag-uusapan tayo importante, no? Pero bago tayo pumunta rin sa issue ng China, speaking of how solid the Solid 7 was, the following day, di ba, nagkaroon ng gathering sa Malacanang, hosted by President Marcos and the First Lady. Kung hindi ako nagkakamali, dalawa rin sa miyembro ng Solid 7 dumating. Sina Senator Loren Legarda at Senator Nancy Binay. Sa unang pagtingin ng iba, mukhang paano naging solid yung 7 ay yung dalawa dumalo rin sa gathering supposedly to celebrate the assumption to the Senate presidency by Jesus Escudero. Anong sagot niyo ron?
Well, actually, Senator Dalian and Senator Loren Legarda, no? Actually, we encourage them to go kasi malapit naman talaga rin po naman sila sa palasyo, no? Kami rin naman, no? We supported, even our group really was very supportive of President Bongbong Marcos' program and lahat ng hiningi po niya. Kaya lang most of us siguro probably emotions were still very high nangyari pa lang. So next day parang we were not yet ready to face some of our colleagues. No? Dahil ayaw natin pumunta Malacanang, pero kasi parang it's very awkward, no? Kumbaga parang sila nasa victory mode, kami po at that time pababa. So at that time parang we deemed it proper to just skip the event kasi nga po magiging awkward lang po, no, kapag kasama po natin mga colleagues natin na nag-iba, no, kumbaga na sumakabilang bakod. So yun yung that's the reason, no? I have to be honest about it, no. Talagang we purposely skip the event kasi ayaw naming magkaroon ng ilangan, ika nga.
Okay, pero can you honestly say na sa mga public, sa publiko ngayon, sa mga nanonood at nakikinig sa atin, na yung issue ng pagpapalit ng Senate presidency had a lot to do with standing by one's principles. Hindi dahil nagkainitan lang personally o nagkaroon ng issues doon sa hatian ng komite. Can you say a big part of that talaga may kinalaman, prinsipyo?
Well, this I can say, no? Ayoko na siguro, I don't want to dwell anymore on the details, pero one thing is for sure, Senate President Zubiri really fought for independence of the Senate as an institution, no? While it was under attack by the other house, is January, nagsimula po yan ng January, nung People's Initiative, so-called People's Initiative in Chacha, hindi relentless yung attack sa Senate, sinisira po yung image namin by some members of the House. They're taking turns, daily press cons. So I think yung the leadership of the Senate just protected the institution, no? Tinindigan po ito ng institution.
Okay. Pag-usapan natin, Senator, yung problema ng China. Mukhang lumalala yung aggression na ginagawa ng China sa West Philippine Sea. Nagbago ng liderato dyan sa Senado. Under President Zubiri, kahit pa paano, maingay siya personally, no? Nagsusuot pa yung atin ang West Philippine Sea t-shirt.
West Philippine Sea.
Pero nakantsawan siya ron, no? Kasi sana mas matapang nung panahon ni Duterte. Anyway, ang tanong dito, Senator, no? Ano ba yung mga pwedeng gawin ng Senado as an institution, given the change in leadership, to be able to push this this counter attack dun sa naratibo ng China by this Philippine government. Kasi in fairness to President Marcos, ibang-iba yung diskarte niya kumpara kay President Duterte. Pero in the part of the Senate, anong mako-contribute nyo rito?
Well, Christian, 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks before the, 1 week ba? Before the coup in the Senate, actually si Senate President Mig Zubiri, si Majority Floor Leader Joel, and myself as Deputy Majority Leader, nagpunta kami ng West Philippine Sea sa Pag-asa Island with the Secretary Teodoro and the Flag Officer in Command of the Navy and Coast Guard Commandant, no? Supposedly with General Browner, kaya lang sumama siya kay Presidente. And we really saw for ourselves yung talagang danger. Mas iba yung nakikita mo with your own eyes. Kaya yun ang purpose ba't kami pumunta roon, na napakalapit na talaga ng mga militia vessels ng Chinese Coast Guard at yung Subi Reef kitang-kita. I can proudly say, Christian, that in the past 2 budget seasons, when I was back in the Senate, kikwento ko lang ho sa inyo kung paano sinuportahan ng liderato ng Senado under SP Zubiri ang AFP modernization and Coast Guard upgrade and modernization. Yung pong budget, nagsisimula yan sa NEP, no? Yung National Expenditure Program, galing po sa DBM. It will be sent to House of Representatives. Sila pa ang hunang maghihimay, magde-deliberate on the budget. And then the HGAB, yung House deliberated budget, padadala na po yan sa Senado. Tapos doon kami magsisimula ng hearings. Christian, for the past 2 budget hearings so that I was there, part of the leadership, yung pong AFP modernization has been slashed into almost half from the House going to the Senate. So halimbawa 10 billion po yung nasa NEP, papasok sa House, pagdating po sa Senado 5 billion na lang po yon. So I was there, pinaglaban natin to. The Senate under Senate President Mig Zubiri and Senator Sani Angara as Finance Chair, we restored yung halimbawa yung 10 billion and we even augmented. Nagdagdag kami kung di nagkakamali ng 2 billion para makabili ang Coast Guard ng mga bagong vessels din. Kasi itong AP modernization para sa Navy and external defense, no? So, talagang marami kaming ginawa the past 2 budget seasons para lamang because masuportahan ng AFP and Coast Guard modernization because of the precarious situation in the West Philippine Sea. So, I'm hoping that this time around, ako po nag-aapila ngayon kasi new Senate President Escudero and the new Senate leadership to do the same, na talagang bantayan po ang AFP modernization. Kasi Christian, I think that has been going on for several years. Kaya po tayo naiwan yung pong AFP modernization, Horizon 1, Horizon 2, and Horizon 3 na dapat ngayon, focusing on external defense, has been delayed for so many years. Kasi nga po, because of the budget cuts. So ang appeal ko, I'm hoping that the new Senate leadership would continue fighting for a budget and allotting and fighting for a higher budget and even augmenting the budget of AFP and Coast Guard modernization, and with the aim in view of putting up that minimum credible defense posture. Hindi naman natin kayang i-match, Christian, ang China. They're a superpower. Tayo yung minimum credible defense posture lang, yung medyo yung karespeto na kahit paano hindi tayo sinisindak at tinatakot ng ganito ng mga Chino.
Oo, yung magdalawang isip man lang sila bago mangharas.
Opo.
O kung sakaling umabot man dun sa iniiwasan natin, at least mapaduguman lang yung ilong. Yan po yung metaphor niyan. Okay, Senator.
Bunyog, bunyog, halikan na kasama ka. Bunyog, kapag buklod ay may pag-asa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, isa ang pananaw. Sa bagong Pilipinas ang bunyog isisigaw. Bunyog,